My interest in social media has been strong for many years, and I had the opportunity of starting to do some live streams about 5-6 years ago, and I also tried to encourage hotels to reach out to the customers with social media, because we live, after all, in a digital age. I just want to get your thoughts on, has the industry finally started to evolve? Because there's no other choice that you have to be on Instagram on Saturday morning to cook a meal for your fans, or is it something that's going to go away? Or where do you see the importance for social media for restaurants, individual restaurant, hotels? Maybe you can ask Daniel first, because you are in the front line in the media many times.
Well, firstly, no, I don't think it's going anywhere. It's only going to be stronger. We depend on influencers in the business hugely. I mean, it's become our own PR tool. I recently did an event in Doha, and gone are the days that press are there. They don't care about press. They want social media influencers because they have the reach. It's what Michael was saying as well. It's kind of interesting to see. If you've got a signature dish, a signature drink, and it's the place to go for it, you have these influencers that will go and talk about being happy in a restaurant. You see these incredible, I just saw it the other day, it was very funny, incredible pictures of people cheering the special drink, and they're happy, and it looks like life could not be any better. And then they sat the rest of the evening with just miserable faces because they got the picture. They didn't even touch the drink. It was the thing to do. So we are depending on social media. It's a huge influence on lifestyle. It's not going anywhere. And I think there's a way of using it. And I think every restaurant needs it. I think every restaurant needs to have some level of it, because we're just used to being able to have so much access. What does the menu look like? What does that dish look like? What can we order before, or know what we're going to order? So lots of dynamics there.
Michael, what do you think? Instagram was they used an expression that's the world's largest takeaway menu, Instagram, and because all the pictures that everyone was putting out and trying to encourage people to book. But do you see, Michael, also the social media having an importance, like what Daniel mentioned?
Oh, it's not going away. Everybody is quite right. And it's not just confined to restaurants. Restaurants are just one component of the consumer consumption business, and the ability to connect via social media is much more direct than trying to get an article in a newspaper or a magazine, and it happens immediately. It's more controllable. It reaches more people. And it's much easier to manipulate. And when I say manipulate, I don't mean in a bad way. I mean, in order to change the message, it's much easier to manipulate the message via social media than anything related to print or even Saturday morning cooking shows. So it's with us, and we're stuck with it. And I had to laugh about Daniel and Doha and influencers. It's very funny to attend pre-openings of certain restaurants in New York, with the PR firm invites 15 or 20 influencers to the same dinner. And they all take out their cameras and they all shoot the pictures of the food. And nobody eats any of it, and then they all go back and put it on their screens.
Yeah. How about you, TJ? Your students are digital native. How are they? What is their approach to standing in front of the camera and cooking a meal for their fans?
It is prolific. It is very. They have their own influencers. Every club, every class has its own Instagram page. All the students, obviously. I mean, and again, we encourage the use of the phone, but it is going absolutely nowhere, right? If you didn't have a website 15 years ago, you were behind the times. Now, if you don't have, every platform on social media, you're behind, and it's just a matter of what Silicon Valley is going to put out next for digital marketing. It's the truth. Sure. It's just not going.